Hi YouTube. I want to talk about the relevance of Elenin, Planet X, Nibiru. There's many names. They're just names. I want to talk about the relevance to that concerning the Japan earthquake, the 8.9 earthquake. Massive news today. Very shocking news. And Yes, it was enormous, and it's made big news, and it was followed by tsunamis. But let's not forget that there's been there was the China earthquake just the day before. There's been earthquakes galore. There's been volcanoes galore. The Earth is undergoing some drastic changes. The Japan earthquake is just the latest. It's not the first. It certainly won't be the last. Now, without further ado, I just want to talk about the relevance of this event to the Comet Elenin craze, if I can put it that way. Well, it's not really a craze, it's real. Um, Comet Elenin is a real comet. Now, I personally believe that Comet Elenin is really Planet X. And the reason I say that is because people are talking about Comet Elenin causing havoc and creating havoc on the Earth and causing pole shifts and disasters and catastrophes and all this. Well, since when did a comet do those things? Now, I encourage people to comment in this video and correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as I'm aware, comets in history, unless I've missed something, haven't created havoc. They tend to be small. Okay. Now, interestingly, if you look at trajectory orbital diagrams for Comet Elenin, and also you benchmark them against diagrams for Nibiru, the flight path, the trajectory path, is strikingly similar. In fact, almost identical. So, is Comet Elenin, has it been put out there in order to make life easier for debunkers to say, well, hey, none of this stuff is going to happen because a comet can't do it, prior to events kicking off, to divert people from the reality of what it's going to do? Now, I also believe that this could be the case for Taish. Now, Taish is a planet recently with a lot of media coverage. It's a large planet, many times the size of Jupiter, that exists in the Oort cloud. Now, mathematically, it doesn't work for the prophecies of Planet X causing havoc upon the Earth, because mathematically, the distance, the size, the gravitational effect it will have upon the Earth, it doesn't work. And the speed in which it's moving, it won't come close enough prior to 2012 for it to cause any havoc. So that put out there makes it easier for debunkers to dismiss the idea of Taish being a culprit of catastrophes upon the Earth with the whole 2012 craze. Okay? So then, what's going on? Well, I believe that there is an object that's going to come into the core of our inner solar system that's making its way there now, and it's on a path similar to the Comet Elenin, okay? And it is going to cause these things to take place, but there's so much misinformation, disinformation, and confusion out there that life is quite easy there's so much arguing going on, on the whole subject, but it is real. Now, why do I say it's real? Just a few interesting points. Now, first of all, right, it is interesting that on the mainstream media, who comes on and talks regarding seismic and volcanic activity is none other than Michio Kaku. Now, Michio Kaku is the world's most renowned astrophysicist. Now, why is an astrophysicist talking about seismic events? Is there not such a thing as a seismologist? Is there not a world-renowned seismologist that can come on air for the mainstream media and talk about what's going on? Okay, so is that a clue? Is that a clue? Um, could it be that, you know, cosmic activity is relevant to the seismic activity that we're currently experiencing? I think it is. Okay, now, another interesting point is the fact that the comet Elenin trajectory, the 15th of March, comet Elenin, although it's still far off, it's still far off. I forget now. You can check this all out for yourself. I mean, there's tons and tons of links. You can look at this. It's a few astronomical units, I think, still on the 15th of March. But on the 15th of March, interestingly, comet Elenin is in alignment with the Sun and the Earth. So there's an alignment there, and people are predicting events. There'll be effects from this alignment. Now, the Japan earthquake, extremely large, and it took place following many earthquakes. There's many more earthquakes to come. Interestingly, we're very close to the 15th of March, so watch out for this weekend. You know, watch out this weekend, the early part of the week. You know, we could see a lot going on. Okay, so that's another thing. Now, also, what about all the volcanoes? Now, today, well, I say today, it's getting a little confusing because it's now tomorrow, because I'm doing this video at 2:43 in the morning. Okay, I'll put it like this. The day of the Japan earthquake, right, there was 4 new volcanic eruptions in the world. Okay, now, but you know from previous videos that I've done, and also videos all over YouTube, there's been volcanic eruptions like you know, like crazy. 4 new ones the day of the Japan earthquake. Now, my question is this: since when did a significantly sized earthquake trigger volcanoes in all parts of the world? It's not normal. Now, what I'm saying is, I personally believe that this earthquake and the volcanoes, yes, they could be kind of loosely tied together and triggered in a minor way, but I believe that the cause is the same, but they're independent incidences. Okay, and it's just becoming clearer to me day by day, and I think a lot of people are awakening to this as well, is that we're talking about celestial events. We're talking about um, some we're talking about new activity within our solar system, or in close proximity to our solar system. Something is happening out there, it's affecting our Earth. So let me know your thoughts. You'll take care and keep your wits about you, especially if you live near the coast. Cheers.